Okay, to set it off, my name's Straight Fighter, Josh, and I would like to present written documents, so just follow along with me. I had written this about a week ago. Any kind of drug, alcohol or weed, vape or cigarette, acts as no more than a shovel that'll dig your grave, seal your fate. It leads you to cowering to the devil. The act of using a drug, your slow form of suicide, your pain, your fear, your self-destruction, and maybe even your self-doubt to overcome this addiction is a business. But I'm here to tell you that you can overcome anything. You can find or make positive out of the very most dirtiest circumstances. If you may be confused how the fight is something that is always internal, as I suggest quite often, the beauty in you is most often inward, deep, buried in dirt. Because we were too young and defenseless to know how to not internalize the junk given to us: hatred, bitterness, anger, resentment, fear, self-doubt. And the importance of never stopping, trying to figure it out, struggling on, of holding on, as I say, is because the shovel is out there. If you're hurt and lost, don't know what to do, how to think, take risks, face a fear one at a time. Look outwardly, but don't stop on that quest. The shovel you find on the outside may be a certain historical figure, a book. It may be even a person, a friend. And this book, hero, or person who demonstrated something that could change you and motivate you to keep going, that's the shovel. That's just big enough to dig the heavy dirt inside of us up and out. Well, when my mama was 24 weeks pregnant, about 120 pills in total, and only 2 bottles. Before I was even born, I had survived my mother's attempt of overdosing on prescription drugs. And this is why I was apprehended at birth. Before I was even born, they were ready to snatch me up. Did you know I had only slept in my mother's arms as a newborn one single time? I was never breastfed. Soon as she saw her baby, she was ready to go to war with the system, and so did my father. People don't fall into a life of drugs for no reason. I think a lot of the people that fall into a life of drugs were not supported properly and were failed being given the care that they needed. I had recorded this a couple months ago. This is a true story. I was walking on Young Street around 2021, and I saw a face. I thought I knew it, because I thought, it's Spencer. And I like my knees literally buckled from like shock. So I would see him again another time, and I asked him, "Are you Spencer?" And he said no. I asked him again the next time, and he said, "Yeah, I'm Spencer." He said no, why? So my old foster mom kicked him out of the house and bought him an apartment because he was bringing needles in the house. One time I asked, could I go see Spencer? And he said, no, it's all dirty in there. There's pizza slices on the floor and stuff. Well, what do you expect? You gotta be stupid to pick up a cigarette or anything because you think the smoke is cool. Even if it's about pain and coping, you should always fight. What I like to call my prized possession is my autograph that is from George Chuvalo, signed to me, and it's on my wall in my room. George Chuvalo's fight outside of the ring. It's one that captures the harm and hurt that it can inflict on not only a man, a father, a son, a mother, a sister, a brother, and it is never no way of coping. One scene that I recall seeing in the movie Bleed for this was when Vinny Pazienza refused to take a drug because he never took a drug in his life and yet went through with the surgery. Well, love is a drug. Life is a drug as well. Love can hurt, damage, dim one's will to try again, and sometimes love can even kill. If misused and abused, heavy drugs aren't too different, as they are destructive in every way. But I'm an addict of life. Really, I just can't give it up. This planet is a paradise, and if you are hearing me say this and you think to yourself something like, maybe this drug of life you speak of is causing you to hallucinate, well, then I can say that right now I can see you wearing duct tape or sunglasses, and you are actually just having a bad dream right now. If your vision is so fogged, you cannot see how precious living, loving, and the paradise of a planet that surrounds us really is, it's time to wake up. Psst.
Every once in a while, I talk to the clouds inside. I open the door and I talk to them every once in a while.
What do you say?
Just as if they were alive. I hope you're okay. Have a good night. And I love you. I love you. I love you.